Hey everyone, I'm Osmo456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 3 of Let's Platinum Salt and Sanctuary. Alright, so let's head on now to the next area of the game. The Fortress Key. Get wrecked. Gods be with you. Praise the moon. Welcome friend. And have fun. Praise the moon is pretty funny, if you think about it. If you know your Dark Souls, even a little bit, and your memes, you'll understand what praise the moon means. And get wrecked is hilarious. I love the fact that they put that in the game. Alright, so now we're going to go to the next area, which is called the Village of Smiles. Also another thing to note, a few times you can actually attack enemies through the ground. Sometimes you can't, sometimes you can. Don't know what the difference is, but you can. I'm just going to kill these guys to give me a little bit of breathing room, just in case I don't want to get absolutely destroyed. It does seem like that ring that reduces the wounding effect is having exactly the effects I anticipated on it, because I've got hit like 3 or 4 times now and I still haven't lost like a good portion of health. Wow! Stamina on the other hand has dropped a little bit, but that's okay. Alright, so we gotta go up here. Climb up here, jump, and use the fortress key that we got from defeating the Sodden Knight and go through here. Alright, this is the questing knight. There are 3 trophies related to, 3 or 4 trophies related to talking to different NPCs in this game. And we need to follow these NPCs like exactly where they go, because if we miss a spot, we ruin the quest line. So I'll let you know exactly where we're going so that way we can collect all of them. Greetings, traveler. Do you have a quest? Yes. Rescuing a princess. I haven't seen any princesses, but don't lose hope, friend. Anyway, it's good to have a quest. Would you like to know what my quest is? Yes. Excellent. My quest is to invade that castle to the east, defeat its guardians, and slay the dragon. Castles must be invaded and dragons must be slain, mustn't they? Getting to the castle is a different story. There's a bridge to it, but it's missing bits. There's another way in, but it's not easy. I saw a passage beneath the fortress you just emerged from. Perhaps it leads through to a village of sorts. There was a shortcut that connected the beach to the village, but it's been barred. Perhaps you can unlock it. I've heard something about a jester. The jester knows a way to get to the places no one else can. It's easy to claim something until you can actually back your claims up. You're just a rumor monger. Okay, and that's all he says. There's a lot of stuff now that I actually understand from what he's talking about. And he seems to know a lot more than he's letting on. That's a black pearl. There are a few occasions where you'll be able to pick up items like that. So let's grab that, and the woodsman's gear. We don't really need to use it, so don't worry. Let's go here. Press down and X to drop down. And then get a pitchfork and a pouch of salt. Secret door to your right. Secret door to the right. If you press circle, you can open up this secret door. Now there's nothing much in here I think at the moment. I think it's just a shortcut that we can't actually do anything with until later. Yeah, so it's a shortcut from a different place in the game. That place is actually quite far. Anyway, it's there. And now, instead of going up and to the right, if you go to Bandit's Pass, this will lead you to, I can't remember if it's a dead end or just the place that you don't want to go right now. We're going to go left. And we're going to head to the village he was talking about, which is known as the Village of Smiles. Oh, okay. Now, another thing that he said was, and this is... no, I won't spoil it, but remember this obelisk here for later. There was also one in the previous episode that I didn't really talk about, but remember it for later. Okay, so we can open up our little shortcut here, which is great. This allows us to just go straight to the Village of Smiles from the Festering Banquet. I'm going to go back through places like this and talk about them as much as possible, just to give you an idea of exactly where all the areas in the game are. Because when I was playing this the first time, I was just rushing left and right. I was like, oh, let me fight more enemies, let me fight more bosses. Go left, go right, go up, go down, and I just didn't care about where I was going. But now that I know sort of a lot of the game, it makes it a bit easier. Alright, let's get that item, pretty easy. Jump, and get that. Now, when I played the game the first time... Oh, forgot about this. This is a secret one. I was trying it. I was like, is this a secret? Yeah, it is. Alright, so we can drop down here. Grab this item. We'll come back there in a sec. Lightning bolt and torch. There's nothing here, unfortunately, but going this way leads us to... Okay, so this is where we can use a torch. I'm actually confused. Oh, okay. Nope, we do not want to go here yet. Let's forget about that area for the time being. I mean, that enemy that was in front of us, you may have been able to see. He's not very hard to kill, but he's pretty hard at this point. Let's grab this item real quick and go over here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, when I played the game the first time, I did actually change my Varangian Spatha to the Soldier's Spear because it has more attack. But I like the Varangian Spatha better. Like it got a little bit tricky to use the Soldier's Spear, but if you want to use it, go ahead. Alright, so let's talk to this guy. Hello, friend. Trinkets to sell, trinkets for coin. Alright, so he's a little bit of a guy. Friend, I'm so happy you came along. I've gathered things. Trinkets and such. Trinkets for gold, that's what I've got. Trinkets for coin. How'd you end up here? I stowed away. Sold trinkets in Tainabir. Trinkets for coin. So poor though. Talk of wealth in Kahi. Even beggars like me, you've got manservants there, they say. Stowed away, sailed in that storm. Imagine the surprise on those sailors' faces, seeing the likes of me in the wreckage there with all them honest men. All of us floating in the sea, clinging to planks, shivering in the icy cold. Not sure how many of the others made it to shore. That shivering shore. That's where we started, shivering shore. But the trinkets I find here, they do sell, they do. Doing quite nicely, I am. Soon enough I'll be able to buy my escape. Somehow. Alright, and now let's buy. Alright, so we can buy locks of hair from him. Which we could use to upgrade our weapons. Because we're not going to be keeping our weapons for very long, there's no point to buying them right now. We could also buy bolts, flame bolts, torches. Staying page is actually pretty good because they give you arcane damage. However, there aren't many bosses that are weak to arcane. There are a few, but I think... you know what, let's buy one. Let's just buy one, because why not? And he has some beggar's gear, and he also has some Doppelsoldner gear, which is stronger than ours, but it just costs way too much. Like, I know I was saying, like, gold is worthless, and it is still, because we'll find better gear throughout the game anyway, but, yeah, this is just way too expensive, and it's a little bit heavier than our current gear. Oh, it's the stuff of the Sodden Knight, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a little bit heavier than us, and it would take way too long to farm the money needed to get it, so let's not worry about it. God's Bless. I like God's Bless. God's Bless is clever because in real life, generally people say God bless, and because there are different creeds here and different religions, they choose to say God's Bless. Which I don't know what that says about them. I guess maybe they're good with everyone's different creed and religion. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm going to dwell on that too long. I think there's an enemy down there. Oh, no. I think it's just dead end. Another thing about this game is there are some pretty tricky platforming sections. So, like, be careful. Because there's a lot of times that you're going to die from platforming. Especially, there's an area later in the game that people just absolutely hated because it was very difficult. Alright, Calling Horn and Stone Guide. And this also leads back to Shivering Shore, where that thing was. So, let's actually go in here real quick. And we're going to use... Oh, we're so close to leveling. Alright, first we're going to use our Tree of Skill here to get another point of... another point in a skill because of that black pearl that we found. Let's grab... Oh gosh. We're going to need Augmented Endurance eventually. But for right now, we'll get the Fortified Strength. Why not? And let's make an offering. This is the Stone Guide. Very, very, very useful stone thing. Another thing to note is, once you put 4 people in a sanctuary, so at the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see the soul, and to the right there are those little icons. They all mean something. So I think the cleric is maybe magic is stronger or something. The merchant is you get more gold. The blacksmith is, I think, is you do more damage, and the guide is you. It looks like a spyglass or something, but I don't know what that one is. I can't remember. I'll read it when I get the next one because I forgot to read it. Excuse me. Alright, let's talk to this guy. I can bring you to any sanctuary you've visited. You just have to describe your destination to me and I can get us there. When we travel, I don't quite know how we get there, even if I know where we're going. This island draws things out of people, strange things. Need a hand? I see a small statue on the altar. It looks a bit like me. I don't see it. Did it call me here? I feel like that makes sense somehow. Need a hand? We can go anywhere but home. Need a hand? Alright, so that's all he says there. We can travel. Now we can't... well, apparently you can travel to where you've been. As I was saying, you can only put a maximum of 4 of those stone people in each sanctuary. I'm putting it here because we definitely need to come back to Shivering Shore throughout the game, and we've visited it 9 times already. We don't need to travel at the moment, so that's good. And we can shop. Now, Calling Horn is the other thing we got. Calling Horn is really good. If you use it, you can travel to any sanctuary with a guide in it. So every time you use a guide in a sanctuary, you're basically saying, you know, this sanctuary is important and I need to come back to it often. Now, the problem is that you will very rarely know that if you're playing the game the first time. So I'm just going to put guides in the ones I think are pretty good. And hopefully that works out well. Combine the Calling Horn with the Bella Return and and all that other stuff, like we can actually get around pretty easily. Okay, now we're going down here. There's another secret door here to the right, and I'm going to take it in just a sec. Keep killing these bats. Skull bat wing. Okay, cool. Anything here? Nope. But this one is secret door right. You have to excuse me clearing my throat for whatever reason. It's got all congested. Alright, and here we get the Kismet Stone and a bundle of salt. Kismet Stone is very good for right now. And we can go back and level. It allows you to increase your item find rate, so that actually can be very useful throughout the game. We definitely want to keep that on pretty much all game, and there's a kind of a reason why, and I'll explain as we go. Let me read this. A delicate ring carved of a solid chunk of precious gem. Adventurers always seek pilfered prizes, but it seems that whether a slain foe's spoils are all trash or treasure always comes down to luck. Increases your item find rate. So we're going to put it on. And let's go back real quick to the Shivering Shore just to level up. Calling Horn. Do I need it in my... I don't think I need it. I kind of like to keep this clean here, that little quick menu, because, I don't know, it just can make it harder to get to. Wow, exactly 10 soul. Get hard to what I need. Make it hard to get to what I need. Alright, fortified strength. Let's keep going. As I said, right now strength is still very weak, but we may as well fortify something. And normally I'd fortify endurance, because I think we're going to get some gear soon, but it's fine. Don't worry about it when we come to it. I think I'm only doing that because I had the extra 8,000 from fighting the guy. Oh, defeating the Unspeakable Deep. Alright, let's open this door and make our way into the Village of Smiles. Now, so many things as soon as you enter. Number one, you see this little wire here on the ground just in front of me? That's a trap, and that's going to release that big plank of wood with spikes up there on it. We can actually activate that and get rid of it, so I'm going to try and do that. Let me just have a quick look here. Jump, trap awaits. Now they say to jump, but the way I like to tackle it, and hopefully this will work, is oh, come on. Can you walk across it? Okay, cool. I'm glad that didn't kill me. Next thing to note is there are 2 dogs and that very powerful looking knight. The powerful looking knight, we're going to use parry to defeat him very easily. So we're just going to walk closer, try and get the dog's attention. Okay, one ran away. The second one ran away. Oh. Wait, if he jumps on you, you're kind of screwed. Alright, there's the knight. We want to kill the dog first, but maybe I can do this. Roll past him. 1, 2... Oh, and what I mean by, like, if the dog jumps on you, you're screwed. He's just going to take a lot of damage. Alright, hold L2, parry. And then press circle, get a riposte, hit him a couple times, stay back. Oh, a little bit too early. Okay, badly timed. And yeah, he should die now. See how much damage he did? Okay, yeah, and if you hit him too many times, he basically falls to the ground. You stomp on him, he dies. That's how you defeat that guy. But as you saw, he hit me once for 27 damage. and that took that huge amount of health off me, which is it's a big deal. But luckily that one red shard was able to get it back. There's a bowman up the top. So let's quickly just avoid him by doing this. Beautiful. Good catch on the ledge. Destroy that. Alright, pouch assault, lock of hair, cool. Getting better with that. If we drop down here, we can actually hold forward and... No! Okay, watch my health. Okay, it didn't actually... Whoa, that was bad. It didn't actually go down that much, but the main reason for that is probably because I survived the fight against the Unspeakable Deep and got myself like high leveled very quickly. Let's grab this Vinamesh Peltarian, which is a shield. Won't need it though. Geez, very loud plane. Must be very close. Sorry about the planes, I can't control the planes. And let's go over here. Oh, dangerous. 1, 2. As long as you don't let him like jump on you, you're fine. And even then, oh, there's a little arrow thing here, and I think I either got shot or activated because the trap is right here. You can just destroy it real quick once you've got close enough. Gives you a little bit of gold, no salt, so I guess like only organic things. Oh, there was another one there, another trap there. Now the only thing I'm confused about is, I know which way to go, I know I've got to go left, I just don't know how far right I can, yeah, this is for... Ah. Oh yeah, that's right, I wrote a note here about using this to get a special item. Let me just quickly check. Cool. Ah, yes, actually, you should come here to get the fused metal ring. And then if you come here, now this, oh man, this sucks. Okay, a grey pearl is so that you can take something that you've gained before on your tree of skill and change it into a black pearl so you can put it somewhere else. That's what they do. Now, there's a very good chance I'm going to die here, but I'm going to go for it anyway because it's just a dead end. Alright, so pick this up and then wait. Now these two guys, as soon as they get up, start attacking like crazy. Just start attacking and do not stop. Even if you run out of stamina, do not stop. Keep attacking, keep it. Oh crap. Don't let yourself be hit by that. Oh god. Just run. Wait until they... Damn, they're good throws. Alright, let's see if I can... I don't know which one is the one I almost killed. It's the one on there. That's okay. Finish them. Yes. Did I get them? As you can see, they give quite a lot of salt. If you see them like preparing a throw, attack them. If they're not preparing a throw, wait until your stamina recharges. But that's how you can kill them. You get a ghastly gourd, which I don't know if that's great for me. Well, it puts my equip load a little bit too high, but it actually would have been really good. Holy crap, that's huge. All right, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Cool. I'm also like, because it's hard to remember every single little thing. Don't worry about that item there. We can't get it yet. Because it's hard to remember exactly every single little thing, and I didn't make like a full guide for this one, I just kind of did notes, and whoa, there's a dog there. There we go. We can kill this knight as well. I think he only spawns once for whatever reason. Yeah, you just gotta learn those parry timings. I've done it several times, so I know them sort of pretty much off by heart. Oh, well, not all the time. There we go. And don't be too far, well, with these guys it doesn't matter, but if you're too far away when you parry, yes, you won't be able to close the gap, yeah, Conduit of Mind. Okay, so he dropped a ring, which makes me think, yeah, he's supposed to only spawn once. I'll get to that ring in a sec. If you Stone Leader is good too. That's what it is, isn't it? Yeah, that's what, okay, now I've remembered what I was screwing up in like the first episode with the make offering thing and explaining that. Let me check this side. Okay, this is the Watching Woods. That's going to be the next area that we go to. And this is back to the Village of Smiles, I think. Let's just jump up here. There's a little secret hidden room with... the Kure Mower. Now, this item is great. Really, really great. And I'll explain why in just a sec. There's a trap here. Jump over it. I got it. Damn. What was I saying? Oh, the Conduit of Mind. Thank God, I remembered. Conduit of Mind I don't think is useful for us, but let's have a look anyway. Locks minimum stamina to 1/3 of stamina. I guess that's good, but why does it power up the focus? I'm sure I think the other thing is stamina. Yeah, that's a bit... Bond of extreme focus. It allows its wearer to maintain spellcasting ability past the point of normal exhaustion. Alright, so that's not for us. Anyway, yeah, okay, that's not for us. But this one is. The fused metal ring is. Oh, and great. This is perfect timing. That's amazing that they put that there. Alright, so fused metal ring gives you more endurance, but what that means is we can use the ghastly gourd. Or not. Oh no, we can. Let me just remove this. Yeah, okay, that's weird. Yeah, there's a little bit of an awkward thing with like how the equip loads are measured and all that. Anyway, this gives us way better. Like, look how much we get: fire defense, lightning defense, poison defense, holy defense, arcane defense. All that goes up by quite a lot, and we get a bit more slash defense, and we lose a teensy bit of strike defense, but that's okay. I still don't really understand what the difference between slashing and striking is in this game. Oh, there's another... okay, there's blacksmith's gear. That could be useful, actually. We're not going to use it right now. We're not going to talk to this guy yet. That's another sanctuary, but we're not going to go there yet because I don't want to reset the monsters. That's a shortcut, so let's go back the way we came. So I'm going to use the trick to just traverse quickly. I don't know how I didn't land on the trap there. That was the Watching Woods. Let's go back up. We got to... Yeah, so I could have leveled up there, but I just don't want to like respawn all the monsters yet, and I want to continue a little bit further. Okay. Now this guy is extremely important. There is a Scarecrow right here, and we're going to talk to him. He is so important. I cannot stress enough, if you do not talk to him, and you do not talk to him in the right areas, I think you have to talk to him 4 or 5 different times, you will not be able to get a gold trophy that is one of the endings that we need. So we're going to talk to him. Let's do it. Curiosity. What creature persists in the face of such suffocating despair? The others have begun to kneel. Will it join them? I don't think it matters what you say, but let me just check my notes. Where is he? Sorry, one sec. I'm just trying to find where it is. Okay, it just says make sure... My note says make sure you talk to him. Doesn't say about yes or no. I'm just going to say yes. No. Words are nothing without fear. I see it in it a shred of courage, and this offends me. In time it will kneel. And when it kneels, it will kneel not in acquiescence, but in the darkest despair it will ever know. Acquiescence is a big word. I don't know what that means. I just know how to pronounce it. Alright. Ellipsis, ellipsis. We don't need to worry about him. He's a crazy guy, and he probably still won't make sense for me, especially with that massive pause to try and figure out what I was supposed to say to him. One. I hate... this guy's not too bad, but he's a little annoying. Yeah. Alright, can I get that gold for fun? Gold disappears, salt I don't think does. 1, 2, 3... Oh, here we go. 1, 2... Oh, the slashing is real. There's a trap here, but it was the little arrow that I destroyed here, so we don't need to worry. This is the sanctuary. Yep, cool. So we're going to go into that sanctuary in just a sec. First, let's use one of our flasks where we have plenty. Just to, and you can see like how quickly, if you didn't notice it during the okay, there's another thing there. Actually, I don't even need to do that. Now, yeah, let's go to the sanctuary. This is the sanctuary of the 3. I don't know what happens if you say no at the beginning of the game. I guess you get like, I think you get a different choice of like different sanctuaries, but I just like to pick the 3 just because it's easy and there's no real reason not to. I mean, well, there's not one that I know of. Okay, level up. So we can just level up here. We can do it twice. Beautiful. Trade skill. I was going to get some endurance, but let's go for fortified strength, and then next time we can get endurance. We'll try and get this one here and this one here. Renewed will does help us with stamina, but it's not the biggest difference in the world, so we don't need to worry too much about it. And then we'll probably head to class 3 heavy armor so we can get another poultice as well. Now the stone leader is pretty important. Oh, I have to remember this now. I have to remember this this sanctuary. I might make it a guide. Like get a guide and put one here, because we have to later on use the stone leader to increase our devotion. So if you look at the top sorry, if you look where it says the 3 just on the left side of the screen, it also has devotion, and then it has a 1 with like a little picture of a tree. That has to get to like 7, and we can actually, do I need to do anything here? No. We can actually increase our devotion by handing in certain items, but what happens is if you have, if you change, like if you increase your devotion by a little bit, like 1 or 2 levels, and then you change creeds, the next time you go back to that creed, it'll be back to like 1 devotion. So you'll have to start again. So that's why it's only a good idea to really, like the game is easy enough to where you don't need, like the bonuses that it gives you are great, like they're actually pretty good, but really only for the last fight. We don't need them for the rest of the game. It's fine. The game's easy enough to get through, especially if you're following along. Like you'll be able to use my little tips and tricks to get through it. Okay, so now, yeah, I guess it's pretty much got to stop the episode. Let me just quickly look at what's behind this door, because I don't remember. I think I have an idea what it is. Yeah, okay, so we're near the boss, but we'll get it, we'll do it next time. I think I know where it is. Let's just go back to the 3, and we'll leave it at that. Alright, cool. So we've already made quite a distance. Next episode we can get to the next boss, which is going to be fun. That Kure Moa is a very, very powerful weapon, and we're going to use it really soon. We can't use it... Oh, wait, I think we can, actually. Let me just look at something that I forgot about, and I'll quickly test this out. 2-hand Class 1 Greatswords. Okay, so the Kure Moa is a Class 1 Greatsword. We can't one-hand it, but we can two-hand it. So if we equip it, and we change, as long as we're two-handing it... So watch my stamina. 1, 2, 3. I can only hit 3 times, but... Just to... Oh, wait, actually, that made me very heavy. Ah, that sucks. Alright, well, I'll quickly show off just how much damage, extra damage I can do, so... There you go. I do triple damage. So basically, I only need 1 swing anyway. But there you go. There's like an example of how powerful that weapon is. And trust me, we're going to be making it more powerful very, very soon. So I'm happy about that. And yeah, well, now we can put all our points in augmented endurance to make it easy to carry this. Until then... I suppose I should use this, just because I don't want to roll, like I want my roll to be approximately the speed that it's at. If I make it any slower, it's just going to be a nightmare to get around, because you do need to be nimble in this game to actually like succeed. Like it makes it a little bit easier. That's weird, there's more tapestries now. There's one behind each of them. Alright, I'm going to leave it there for now, guys. I want to thank you very much for watching episode 3 of Let's Platinum Salt and Sanctuary. My name is Ultima456, you're the Ultimates. I'll see you next time.